Right, slightly different on this one, shall we? Hello, folks, calls. Yes, it's bright. Yes, it's me. Right, slightly different on this one. And it is working, thank God. Right, let me explain. Slightly different to our normal setup. There seems to be a technical issue with Restream and Streamlabs OBS. I couldn't get my streaming software to work, and so I've jumped onto Restream and I'm streaming straight off one webcam. We can swap webcams and stuff like that, and you can hear me. So, hello folks, bit different. I think there's an update going on in the background because my Windows, my task manager says that it's going like crazy, to be truthful. According to this, oh, everything's calmed down now. Oh, now everything's calmed down. Right. Now everything's calmed down. Do we see if Windows resolve and see if we can restart this? I mean, I only had to start the live stream, didn't I? Are we going to load a resolving host? Resolving host? No, it's not going to do it, is it? No, still having issues. I think my computer's doing stuff, but I think there's something going on internet-wise. Yeah, sync is well off, mate. All right, then let me disable my audio and then I'll reconnect. Right, is it matching my lips now? Couldn't get a YouTube connection, had to go to the TTT homepage. Yeah, there's definitely something going on. There's definitely something going on. I think there's issues with the internet at the moment. Yeah, my phone is fine. My computer's having problems. Right, that hasn't solved it. Right. Okay, I'll switch the mic off and I'll switch the camera as well. Let's see if that works. Right, does it work now? The world is on the net. Yeah, I just connected through YouTube fine. It might be a British routing thing. Then again, why would it affect Cat? Yeah, but like I say, I just had trouble streaming. So yeah, normally I'd have my terrain shooter top on because I've been comfy today because I've been writing. Yeah, everyone's saying 5-star. I think it's Restream. Yeah, what I'm streaming off is a new product from them. They only released it this week. So I think it'll take a little while for them to fine tune it. Yeah, but the main thing is, yeah, everyone is fine. Now, I need to open up. Yeah, and I need to open up to Facebook since we're working and to Twitch. Now, there's probably no description either. Yeah, because it's come straight off this. Nothing I can do about this. The main thing is that we are talking. That's the most satisfying sync ever. So there are no links down below, I don't think, and I can't get YouTube to connect up or resolve. So is it just YouTube? Can I get Facebook? Resolving host. Let's try Kickstarter, which I don't go to often. No, resolving host. Yeah, right. I'm just glad I've got Restream. Yeah, looks like this is what we've got, guys. I'm going to have to rely on Jace to throw links into the comments to help us do our fundraising and stuff like that. Yeah, I've got links down below for me. Links are there. Right. It doesn't show me on this, on my screen. Yeah. I mean, I'll show you. Let me show you what I've essentially got. Yeah. My shot might have come out a bit blurry. What do you mean it might have come out a bit blurry? Right, so if you actually look, yeah. Oh, not the best way of showing you. But that's what I have on my screen. So all I've got is the chat and like 4 controls at the bottom to switch on webcams and stuff like that. And that's it. So I don't have the control I normally have with OBS, but we're here, we're streaming. And I'm a little bit flustered. Yeah, because obviously I've been flapping around for about 20 minutes trying to get it to start working. And now it's just switched on. And here I am. So I might need to go and top up the brew and that sort of stuff because I didn't do that. I don't have a starting film on this, on this Restream Live Studio, so I didn't have a chance to actually start things before I managed to figure out we could get the stream working. There we go. That's better. Mel is not in control. There's something new. Calm down, cat. Yeah, I'm really annoyed I can't adjust my brightness. Now I know actually how to fix this image. You lot, shut up. Just shut up. Yeah, I'm quite annoyed that I'm not fixing this image. Sync out a bit again, just a bit. I'm wondering if it's going to be a pain in the backside tonight, to be truthful, folks. Let's just go with it. Yeah, and if I need to, I'll switch to a desk camera so you can't see my lips. Hey, that'll work. That's old school way of sorting out the sync. So let us talk. Okay. It's okay. We can deal with an empty chair for a minute. You'd be surprised, quite a few if you leave. Have a question? Start it with question marks. Yes, if you've got a question for me, throw a load of question marks in front of it so I can see it's a question. Put on a hat. Probably cut the glare down by 50%. I haven't got a hat. But what I have got, Mel, starting earlier. No, not starting earlier. Times have changed, mate. Also means we can't see your face as well. Win-win. Jace, what you like, mate. Right. Quite a productive day. Got some writing done. A couple of projects I'm working on. Working with the lads, with Jason Dave as well. Yeah. Also, I had a phone call off the kids, a video call. Corbin challenged me to a bit of Fortnite, and I almost kicked his backside. I was getting so close. Right. We'll just pretend you are in a Japanese monster movie. Godzilla. So actually back to the correct time. Right, it is that time again. It is time for Pammy the Pandemic Pammy the Pandemic Panic Panda. Pammy the Pandemic Panda. We'll get it at one point. Right, so, yeah, Pammy's Out. Stroking will begin. Fortnite or Fortnite. I don't know. The one where you run around killing your kids. I'm quite enjoying it. Hey, Mal, have you tried Model Mate's weathering effects before? Yeah. They're good for terrain. They're a bit tricky with with war game stuff. I don't know if I've got mine here or if they're still at the studio, but I've got the entire set. It's Dirty Down now, isn't it? They don't go by Model Mates, but they go by the name Dirty Down. I mean, the thing to remember is they're dyes, ultimately. Yeah, so they need fixing and that sort of stuff. Right, anyway, Pammy is out. Right, Pammy, let's talk. Yeah. By the time the pandemic is over, Mel might have Pammy name down. I don't think so. I don't think I'm ever going to get the name down. So, Pammy is out. Let's have a quick chat about what's going on in the world, because even though we're not running in our normal style, obviously, this is how we do the show. We start off, we talk about where we are in the world and that sort of stuff. Now, normally we do the technical stuff, but I've spoken enough about the technical trying to get the stream started. Yeah, so quick chat about COVID-19. There's nothing much to say, to be truthful. Yeah, I was talking with Jason Dave earlier, and we're essentially in Groundhog Day now. You know, the UK has adjusted to lockdown. There's still numpties out. Yeah. Nottingham Board Games is saying 50% error rate with Virgin Media in Stoke currently. Right, it's my ISP, is it? Right, that explains why I've had technical issues, guys. Sorry about that. Not much I can do. It would also explain, I'm not sure why the mobile's routing fine. But then again, they use different routing systems and stuff like that. So I'm not going to worry about that. Right, you're strangling her. It's not that sort of show. Pammy can't breathe. No, I'm not going to put Pammy like that either. That's wrong. We shouldn't. Don't abuse Pammy. Right. So basically in the UK, we're in Groundhog Day, you know what I mean? It's nice. It's actually nice to see the streets quiet. I found myself at night. Yeah, I go out at night now, just for a good walk. You know, fresh air, that sort of stuff. But last night I walked down the middle of I live in a side street, you know what I mean? Yeah, but I walked down the middle of the road because there were just no cars. Yeah, and just for about a minute, as I turned into my street and just walked down it, rather than the pavement, I walked down the middle of the street. And it was so bizarre. Yeah, obviously I wouldn't do that in normal circumstances. Yeah, but I've never walked down the middle of a street like that before. Well, there's been situations with the army where I've walked down the middle of a street before, but yeah, not in not just walking around in the civvy street, if you know what I mean. Quite bizarre. Mel the cat burglar. Right. Mel, I just got over what the doctor thought may have been COVID. Congratulations, dude. And I'm jumping right into making some walls and corridors. Nice one, Jesse. Listen, guys, remember on COVID, for the vast majority of people, it's going to be symptomless. Yeah, or mild symptoms. It's only muppets like me, yeah, that could struggle with it. Okay, so with all the talk of dramas and deaths and stuff like that, let's keep it in perspective, okay? It's just lots of bad flu seasons wrapped into 1 year and compressed down to a short period of time rather than dragged out over 6 months. Yeah, so the police are trying to keep the public safe, and he accuses of creating a dystopian police state. Oh, that was the Lord, It's not written in the Act, and therefore we can do it as Englishmen. Yeah, but the whole point is the spirit of the law, mate. We know why we're supposed to keep indoors. Don't get me wrong. Coming down too heavily, that sort of stuff, gatherings, right, fine, okay, step down on it in, walking in the peaks. But at the same time, don't call it a dystopian state when we're dealing with a pandemic. Italy here, everything as usual, police patrols around. Tomorrow is a work day for me. I work in a lab for the biomedical industry. Let's see how it is out there. With regards to our Italians, our French, our Spanish, how's work? What's essential work? What's running in your countries? I mean, we've had shutdown of some of our shops and other ones have maintained open and beyond. Essentially, if you're a public business, i.e. you're a restaurant or a pub or a leisure centre, the government's cracked down because it's a place where people would gather. But the other businesses, they've left it up to the businesses to decide. Whoa, video out of sync with the audio. I'm going to switch cameras. Yeah. I think that's the easiest thing to get rid of the audio problems. Right. Let's go for that one. Which one's running? That one's running. Right, let's go for that one. That way you can't see my lips. Although you can see my PJs. Yeah. So Pammy's taken over this one, and we've got over our issue with the sink. No hobby stores or anything. So, yeah, okay. Unpainted lead syndrome. They're scanned everyone coming into hospital for non-COVID reasons and not showing symptoms. 8% on their, where is that? 8% had their lungs affected by the virus in Belgium. Yeah, that's one of my concerns. The damage. It's going to damage everyone's lungs. Yeah. The fact is, for the vast majority of people, you're not going to be able to tell the damage. Yeah, but it is going to damage lungs. It is an issue in Stoke-on-Trent because the city I live in, it's notorious for having the worst respiratory illnesses in the country because of the amount of clay ovens that used to be here and the amount of smog we used to have. No worries, Michael. Yes, Jay's telling people, yeah, my ISP is having problems. So hence we're going with a strip down. Calm down, you lot. With a stripped down stream. A UK fetish site has donated all its medical gear to the NHS. Yeah, I did see that. And, you know, good on them. They will have medical gear and that sort of stuff. It will be sterile in the packages. And, you know what I mean? I think the interesting one was Belgium. Yeah. The health minister has cracked down on threesomes, wife swapping, orgies, and all this sort of stuff after the police busted a 500 strong coronavirus orgy. Yeah. Now, it was Jace who told me about this. Yeah. I found the link later on Sky. Yeah. And they checked, and about 2/3 of the people at the party had got coronavirus out of 500. And it's like, right, it's that present in our population. Yes, but yeah, they had to officially enact it and make policy. No more boom chicka wow wow in that scene. Grocery stores, pharmacies, gas stations, restaurants, fast food, pick-up only. Of course, police, firemen, construction workers, transport, all essential. Right, okay. No supplies coming in via the post except for essential supplies. People talk about plenty of time for modelling. I hear you. Yeah, Zachary, where are you? How did Jace know he was caught in the act? I have no idea. In Slovenia, bars, restaurants, hotels, non-food stores are closed, only online. Everyone that can work from home is from home, but most businesses still work normal, but with less workers at a time. Right, okay. Nurgle cult, probably. When wargaming, do you like... When wargaming, do you like lots of terrain or just a little bit? I like a lot of it. I like a lot of terrain on my table, to be truthful. Yeah, I've got a thing for terrain, but I also like skirmish type games. But for me, it's about setting the scene. Sean's saying he wishes Canada would smarten up in their distancing. Randy's saying, I've just received computer parts from Amazon in the mail. I need to check on the webcam, actually. If I can get, will it work? In fact, I don't think I can even resolve the host. I can do it on my phone in a minute. Glad I refused that party. Yeah, you dodged that bullet, mate. Not sure how the post would know it was an essential supply. No, this is down to what you call it. I know in the UK, the government is working with the major supermarkets and major retailers to organise what stocks they actually bring in and what stocks they distribute out to the stores. Oh, Amazon's popped up. It's 50-50 at the moment, so let's have a look. See what it's saying about our webcam. I have ordered our arm. Yeah, our webcam is not yet dispatched. Hey ho, it will turn up when it turns up. We knew that when we were ordering it. Yeah, and we'll get to 3 cameras. Yeah. But yeah, I've ordered the arm. That's going to be here at the end of the week. Yeah, so roadie will be sorted. Right, anyway, we've got Pammy out, so let's keep talking. So yeah, it's Groundhog Day here, in all honesty. Yeah, they just closed all the city parks because people are still flocking to them on Sunday as it was warm. I've noticed the weather's been beautiful in the UK. Yeah, it really takes the mick. I'm not strangling Pammy. I'm comforting her. Don't look, Pammy. Don't look. I think you'll probably see a relaxation on hobby supplies and stuff like that. I think what we're seeing is a we're seeing knee-jerk responses that will become refined over time as they need to be. I mean, the weird thing is, that we don't know. No one's sort of peaked and started to come down yet. I mean, I don't know about Taiwan and Singapore, but I know they were really on the ball with it. Yeah, but that's because, they're in the Far East, and the Far East has had to deal with MERS and SARS. Was it MERS, or MERS was the Middle East? But they had to deal with SARS, which is, I think that's a type of COVID virus. Yeah, I'm 90% sure it's a type of COVID virus, but it's, is it Southern Asia? It's either Southern Acute Respiratory Syndrome or Southern Asia Respiratory Syndrome. I know MERS is Middle Eastern Respiratory Syndrome, but I'm not sure. H1N1, right. It will be curious that they test people, and if you're clear, you get a certificate that lets you go back to work. Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. I think the idea is these home testing things. Yeah. SARS is a bird flu virus. Right, okay, so SARS came from birds, and COVID comes from those weird anteater type creatures. COVID is a type of SARS, so right, serious acute respiratory syndrome. So it's all right, I'd seen it described somewhere as Southern Asian respiratory syndrome. Yeah, it was The Guardian or something like that, so I wasn't expecting it to be like a right-wing page or some racist page, but Italy also, you cannot go more than 200 meters from your home except for shopping. What about work, Roberto? Can you go more than 200 meters for work? I can understand, you don't need to go more than 200 meters unless you're shopping from your home. Yeah. You don't be going and doing your exercise in the local park where all your mates might be doing their exercise. They are waiting on herd immunity. Yeah, well, we're going to need it to protect. You know what I mean? Right, okay, Wayne's has come in. SARS and MERS are both strains of coronavirus. I think SARS was the Far East and MERS was the Middle East. Right, yeah. In Florida, no social networks, so people must go to work no matter what. Right, damn. SARS came from civets via bats to humans. Yeah. Martin's saying COVID came from bats. The Pangalong story was fake news. Okay, right. I'll wait do you know what? It doesn't bloody matter where it came from at the moment. Yeah. That will be a matter for historians. I did see an interesting speech about us living in the moment. And we are, you know what I mean? We are really living in a moment of history here. And right now, I'm not really interested in blaming and fake news. All I want is factual news. And I don't care what footballer has cut his hair off or what football manager isn't paying his staff. What I want is scientists, in front of podiums going, right, this is what we've learned today, and this is what's happening. Denmark seems to flatten out and might slowly start to open up the country after Easter. The thing is, we don't know, do we? That's the thing. Yeah, because we've seen it curve and we've seen China sort of get a hold on it, and then it started to creep back up. Right, Jason's saying it seems to be staying in sync. Okay. So, they are. This is the other side of Mel. It's quite a good picture as well, isn't it? Hello. We are limited to municipality that you live in. So if you go to work somewhere else, you need a pass that you get at job. Right. So they're issuing work passes from their employers. That's going to scare the hell out of Brits. I mean, Brits... Oh. I mean, to be truthful, I'm expecting it because we're following the same NATO, civil defence plan. So there are passes, there are travel passes and that sort of stuff. So, do you know what I mean? Let me bring the microphone over a bit. I can't see my volume levels on this. In Streamlabs, I get volume. Why am I talking to that camera? In Streamlabs, I get volume levels. Yeah, and so on this on this restream, we've had to use because my ISP is having problems apparently. Yeah, I've just got to wing it. In Denmark, wow, they're talk about loosening up the quarantine after Easter, right? But people have to work. Yeah, they do. Can't keep the economy shut down forever. Yeah, I mean, we do need a normalization as well. Got a letter from my employer stating I'm a key worker. Right. In the US, I'm a pharmacy tech. And they gave us a note stating we're essential. Right. A lot of the current deaths are from pre-lockdown. The incubation period is 2 weeks. So my wife was saying we won't know for sure until mid-late April. Yeah. Yeah, to be truthful, that was my thinking on it, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, because when they came out and in the UK, they had them right, it is making a difference. It's like, yeah, but that's not based on scientific fact, because the effects of what we're doing in lockdown now aren't going to play out for a couple of weeks. It's not, we haven't slowed anything down yet. So we'll have to see it, Between back surgery and COVID-19, I've worked from home since mid-December. COVID cough? No, I think for me, I was because I've been ill. I had the chest infection, all that sort of stuff. I think I've been stuck at home since since January and that sort of stuff. So I think I'm quite used to being in. Also, this was a new home for me. You know what I mean? So I've adapted quite well, to this lock-in. I was quite annoyed because I just got myself well enough and I was going back out again, and then they've locked the bloody country down. I'm probably going to be out of work for a fair few months, so I was thinking of making a board for my Eldar. Yeah, makes good sense. Mel, have you ever made any Eldar terrain? Yes, I did. Made some out of like sweetie tubs and stuff like that. It's quite good. There's a video on it. It's in the Simple Tips, I think that is, or in the Buildings playlist. But that's old. That's proper old. It also appears that you're still infectious for up to 14 days after symptoms disappear. Oh dear. Oh dear. That would immediately mean, we have a 3-week lockdown on the basis that, right, take everyone who could be infectious right now, put them in their own home so they can't go out until they're not infectious. Yeah, that's the logic of the lockdown. Yeah, that's why it's 3 weeks, to make sure everyone goes through that 2-week process. Yeah. If we're infectious for 14 days afterwards, we're not infectious for 2 weeks, we're infectious for 4 weeks, which means the UK lockdown has to be extended for at least another 2 weeks. Anyone want to extend it by 2? Anyone want to poke a hole in that? Am I seeing that wrong? Or does that seem to be like a reasonable... Gary's saying his church does live streaming. Good on him, I generally leave faith alone on this channel and that sort of stuff, because I am aware that, I've always said we leave that stuff at the door, because we're so many different communities, so many different countries, so many different beliefs, that we leave that at the door and we're just good people and this is our hobby. This is what we come to do away from real life. But I am aware with us going through this crisis, that matters of faith are going to come into it. And I've always had a simple principle on faith. Yeah. When it comes to religion, any religion, yeah, people can either use it to enrich their lives and enrich the lives of the people around them, or they can use it to justify being dicks. Yeah. So in this instance, you know, I'm glad churches are live streaming and reaching out and giving people, you know, comfort and a little bit of security. Yeah. No matter what the faith is. At the end of the day, yeah, even if you sit down and look at face and you look at face, I've always thought, do you know what? Yeah. If God's really sitting down here and looking at us like that and all that sort of stuff, he's probably chuckling his little chunnies off at us lot, at how we run around over religion and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So, doesn't matter which book you follow, whether it's carved in stone or written on a digital tablet, yeah, so long as you're using it to be a good person, yeah, go for it. What about the faith of the God of the Emperor of Mankind? It's unshaking. Hammer of the Imperium. My only doctor's visits we can get these days are virtual ones. Yeah, my GP's doing phone consultations unless he needs to see you. I don't think my GP is up to digital yet. I think the quarantine is meant to identify the people who are infected, but even then, it's not a perfect idea. No, actually, it's not about being, because they're not asking you to report if you've been infected in the UK. Yeah. So if you've been infected, you don't have to tell anyone. They're just telling people, you know, go through it and go to hospital if you have difficulty breathing, you know, i.e. if it's an issue. And so I don't believe Right, Draslek says incubation period is 1 to 14 days. So is that variable, or is that we're looking at 14 days incubation? Yeah, infectious period after symptoms have gone is 8 to 14 days. So a minimum of 2 weeks. That means in medical terms. When they do these tests, what they do is they split the weeks up. Yeah, and it's like week 1, week 2. Yeah, which is why you're infectious. Yeah, in week 1, week 2 of incubation. Yeah, and it looks like you were definitely infectious in all the way through week 1 of after symptoms and a bit in week 2. So tested identifies people. How about getting enough tests here? At the end of the day, ultimately, I think it's going to come down to the fact that testing may identify people, but in the eyes of the state, the only purpose of testing people, is have you had it, and can we let you back into society to build up our herd immunity? Yeah, because that's what we want. We want lots of people who've had it and being tested out in the populace, so the virus can't go between them, so they can't come visiting me, and bring it to me. Just noticed that the sync is fine on this camera. I wonder if it is an issue with a bit of camera lag and what pause I'm going through. Yeah, variable average is 5, I believe. Right. Some 90% is under 12 days incubation, if I remember. Right, I think it's going to be variable, and incubation is going to be based on your health. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if you're a reasonably healthy person with good energy reserves and a good sleep pattern, you're eating regularly and you're not stressed, because, I mean, what you've got to remember is stress actually inhibits the immune system. Stress literally kills you slowly. Yeah, it switches off your immune system. The reason stress switches off the immune system is it's a fight or flight mechanism. Yeah, now normally, we have quite a lot of adrenaline and stress hormones surge into us when we have a bit of a problem or a panic, or, you know, some tiger jumps out of a bush, to eat us. You know, these things happen. Not to me, but, you know, that's why our biology is the way it is. But when you're stressed, what your body does is when it gets this surge and it needs to survive, it switches off long-term mechanisms. yeah, such as, what you call it, switches off your immune system because it doesn't need it for a day or two. But when you're stressed, that drip, drip, drip inhibits the immune system. So going back to the original point, yeah, there will be people who are very healthy, no stress, and this comes along and it takes the virus a while to build up in them because their immune system can fight it. There will be people who, you know, have unhealthy sleep patterns and have unhealthy diet patterns. Yeah, they can be incredibly stressed or have mental health issues. On top of that, yeah, drug use and stuff like that can really compromise. Yeah, I'm very conscious of the health of the surrounding area and that sort of stuff in Stoke. Yeah, so drug use can be. Let me explain this. Yeah, I've been sitting back and going, right, Stoke's got loads of respiratory problems. It's got mainly a working class, what you call it, population, and I use that just to. I don't believe in class systems, but it's a good way of describing, you know, the type of people who live in Stoke. It's the most working class city in the country. Stoke is. Yeah, it's the worst one we're one of the highest for various poverties, we're highest for debt, we're highest for various drug issues, and we've also got the respiratory issue. And so what I've been doing is, right, my local hospital, how rushed are they going to be? It's not looking good for Stoke, to be truthful. Yeah, and so, slightly off topic, but yeah. Yeah, so incubation period will be based on, you know, how healthy you are and how, you know, how you cope with this virus. Have you started working on a whole new part of the hobby? A terrain builder starting on minis or vice versa? I've got some minis actually, and I want to get into painting them, to be truthful. Yeah, and it is something that I haven't painted minis in a while. Unpainted Lead says Stoke sounds like a real paradise. Yeah, Stoke's had problems. Politically, Stoke has been a Labour stronghold, like, because it's so working class. Yeah, and so Labour have never felt the money worth it investing in Stoke because they've already got it. And the Conservatives have never invested in Stoke because it doesn't matter, they'll never win it. And Stoke's been left behind. Right. Anyway, that's enough of what you call it, COVID, because we're just talking. You know what I mean? Yeah. We are ticking along now in the whole world stakes and that sort of stuff. On the grand scheme of things, yeah, I don't think there's much more to talk about other than us, right, let's just talk. And to be truthful, I'm bloody sick of hearing it. I mean, it's nice to get updates with you guys because very much like the news, you know, you hear certain things, but to actually hear practical things from people in other countries, just like I imagine my American viewers are looking in and looking about how we're handling it in Europe. You know what I mean? Yeah, so, you know, I'm not reading that stat on the Spanish flu, not even going there. So, like I say, I'm going to leave Pammy here for a moment, okay? Because I didn't get a brew when we started this. I do need to wet my whistle. So I'm going to make a brew. It's going to take about 1 minute. I can't switch the stream off. Yeah, so I'm going to leave Pammy, yeah, to sing you out. Right, give me a second. Let me go top up the brew, yeah, and I will be back shortly, folks. Shotgun in it as usual. Hello, hello, hello. How did Pammy do? Pammy is smiling. Pammy is happy. She's stolen the show. This is my new Willow. Yeah, show stealer. Right, Pammy, you've done your service. Pammy, the pandemic panic panda. Did I just do it? I did, didn't I? Right. Let me just... Right. Normally when I'm streaming, yeah, I use OBS, and this microphone is quite quiet, so I have to turn it up in OBS, which is why we're using Restream. I've got to bring it a bit closer to me so you can hear me clearly, I'm assuming. Yeah, so apologies for that. We might get some desk sound as we talk and that sort of stuff. Let's not pander to Pammy's air of superiority. Mel's gone a bit pale and tired looking. What, me? Or are you talking about Pammy? No, I'm perfectly well, mate. Where does Pammy sleep? On the shelf. I don't think Mel can see the stream, my comments when he used to chat on screen. I couldn't see mine. Could you say you inspired me to create this channel? They are. Is that going to get snippet in some way and I'm going to end up on someone's channel inspiring them or something like that? I am, aren't I, Model Blur? I am, aren't I? Is that why you said that? You want a bloody sound snippet, don't you? Cheeky chappy. Shouldn't do that sort of stuff. It's bad voo-voo. Right. Oh, God, if Restream comments have cut out. Please tell me the Restream comments haven't cut out. Right. We're 40 minutes past. Keep talking. Just say anything in the comments. Keep talking. I don't know. If the comments have cut out, I won't be able to see your comments and we will have to cut this show short. Yeah, let me see. Oh, no, I see a comment. Yo, Orksy's on that. Yeah, that's a comment on WatchClit. Can I get a comment on YouTube? Yeah, let me open up my YouTube and see if WatchClit, if I can get to the comments there or whether it's resolving yet. Come on, load up your Git. Come on, Virgin Media. No. Oh, it is, isn't it? No, it's not resolving. Yo, come on, YouTubers. Start typing. Yeah, Facebook's showing. I can see messages from the guys on Facebook. I can see messages from the guys on WatchClit on Twitch. I see Orksy saying yo. I see Robert saying anything. Stuart saying blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Orksy's on Twitch. Robert and Stuart and Tom are saying anything now. WatchClit, they're all on Facebook. But I think Restream has cut out our YouTube WatchClit stream. Gits. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a couple of minutes, just as I've made a brew as well, and we were just about bloody start. Right, we do have to accept this. This isn't my fault. It's not my computer's fault. We are having issues. Jace has said there is technical issues on my ISP. So I'm guessing WatchClit. Just tried YouTube and it hasn't come through. Right then, so YouTube has played out. I'm going to give it 1 or 2 minutes because it does sometimes reconnect. Am I still streaming to YouTube, guys? Yeah, is YouTube still getting a video from me? Yeah, because I can't load YouTube at the minute. It's just waiting to resolve the host, as you can see. Yeah, so I am still streaming. Right, everyone on YouTube, Restream has broken its connection with its chat connection with WatchClit with YouTube, so I can't see your comments for the time being. What we're going to do is I'm going to talk for another 3 minutes. We're giving it 5 minutes to see if it comes back, yeah, and reconnects. If not, yeah, what we'll have to see is, yeah, if WatchClit, we just call it where it is. And I'm sorry, guys, it's my ISP. It's not me. I'd love to continue, and I would have continued if I could see the comments. But working completely blind, it's not going to be a good show. I can't answer your questions. Yeah, there's only a few of you on Twitch and WatchClit, and it's the big chatty chat. So unless I start to see YouTube comments pop up very quickly, yeah, I'm going to WatchClit. Now, we might have had some PayPals. Yeah, in fact, it looks like we've definitely had at least one. Yeah, so In fact, it looks like we've had one. Use your phone to see the chat? Yes, I can do that. We can do that. We don't need to stop. Right, let me shout this, this PayPal, and then I need to go in and figure out, yeah. Right, I don't know what this is going towards, technical budget, because we're good at the moment. Yeah. You've received a £5 from Thomas HW. Yeah. Who needs links? I've got you saved, PayPal boss. Thank you, mate. In a storm like this, it's nice to have a smile on my face. Right, that's my only PayPal at the moment. I haven't got any notifications or merch Booze Fund. The Booze Fund is well topped up, folks. Right, now I'm going to see if I can get YouTube on here. Yeah, well, I can get YouTube, but let's see if I can get the live stream. Yeah, I've got the live stream. 152 watching now. Where's the chat? I've got comments. Live chat. I've got comments. Oh, sorry. Right. Live chat. Right, Nottingham Board Games. Mel sent you a follow-up on the mail, so it covers other kit. Right, I've seen that comment. I just need to make sure that more comments come through now. I've paused the video. Or have I paused? I think I may have paused the chat as well. Okay. Let's try it that way. Yeah, that's working. Right, where's my phone stand? Right, we are winging it. Yeah, it is my ISP. I can see you. I can see the Twitchers and the Facebookers. Stuart's asking, what's the most innovative terrain product you've seen recently? Intact ever. Terrain product. Do you know what? I was impressed with my proper 3D scroll table from Hotwire Foam Factory. Using the guides and how tight the wire is and that sort of stuff, and how good of cuts you can get off it. Yeah, that was probably I was the most impressed with. Right, I need to take my arms off here because we're going to There's about 20-second delay between Facebook and YouTube. That's probably streaming. It wouldn't surprise me if there isn't like a couple of press conferences going on now. On YouTube, perhaps, and perhaps YouTube's getting hammered. Don't know. Right, I'm not taking actual Facebook messages. Right, I can see my YouTuber comments. Mel, it's lots of fun, Mel. Problem solving on your feet at its finest. Yeah, we can work through this. This isn't ideal, but we can keep chatting, and even if we only do the show for like another half hour or something like that, yeah. Then at least, then at least we're in a situation where, well, you know what? We've done a show. You know what I mean? Even though we had to do it through Restream instead of having all the fancy graphics, even though, yeah, we've had to use my phone, yeah, for me to get the stream comments on. Yeah. In fact ever. In which case, so to reference Stuart's comment, yeah, still the Hotwire scroll fact. Then again, no, probably the flop box, to be perfectly honest. That's a wonderful bit of kit. Flop box from warpainter.net. He's looking at them on his phone. Right. Second part, Model Blur. The second part was, are there any tips to get properly started? I've only uploaded 2 videos. You've already had a snippet, soundbite, Model Blur. Right, the only tips I can give you about being a YouTuber, yeah, and it's taken me a long time to learn them, is you're a professional broadcaster, yeah? Don't accept this'll do when it comes to quality. Improve your audio straight off. Learn a bit about pictures and that sort of stuff. I'm not saying you have to do fancy videos. Just make sure your videos are clean, good shot, and your audio is important. I'm quite interested in seeing how I do with this mic now. I'm going to be using it to record videos with. Yeah, because when you put a video out, you get like a massive drop off in the first couple of seconds, and that's down to the audio quality. Yeah, coming through maybe good speakers, maybe really bad speakers, which is why, yeah, you might have good speakers and your rough audio quality might sound good. But if you've got naffy little PC speakers, yeah, it could sound awful. So invest time in in understanding you are a broadcaster if you want to do this. Yeah, and learn about broadcasting. Yeah, because it does make a difference. It really does. Yeah. The only other tip I can say about doing the modeling side is just be honest about it. Yeah, just be genuine and enjoy it and share your passion. Yeah, don't try and be the best channel out there. I tried that for a couple of years. You can't do it. There's too many people out there who appeal to too many different people. And it takes you a while to realize YouTube isn't like a competition between businesses. Yeah, it's not a customer will go to one business or another. Yeah, you lot, you love us all. You like me, you like Luke, you like the other Luke, you know, you like Jeremy. You know, you liked Mike, you like Watch Up Viv, you like Gareth over at DMG, you like Scotty, you like us all. So we're not competing. You're not competing as a YouTube channel. Yeah. So don't look at other channels and decide, you know, oh, I need to do this or I need to do that. No, have a look at the general guidance for running a YouTube channel and do it so it fits with how you like to run things. Yeah. Don't look at other channels at how they're doing it. Do your thing. Yeah, because with no offense, if you try and do it as someone else does theirs, yeah, your success isn't yours. Yeah, you're not doing you. You're doing your version of them. Yeah, so instead, and that can be hard because you're always second guessing yourself because it's not you. So just be honest, be passionate about what you do and share what you love. And the creators who do that are the ones that do well. You know what I mean? Yeah. Unfortunately, when you try to share and copy someone you're not, yeah, a lot of a YouTuber's channel is a reflection of him. That's why I have bloody cartoon graphics, because I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's why I have jingles and because that is who I am. Yeah, make your channel you. Yeah, so that, because with no offense, if I tried to be a Luke APS. Well, with no offense, Luke is always going to be better at being Luke APS and appealing to the real people he really appeals to. Yeah, his AP, I don't know what they're called, but a bit like my Terrainiacs. There's a core group of you that, maybe I appeal a little bit more than other creators, and there's railway guys who Luke Towin, I'm not saying you love us all. You love us all differently. It's like a big family, You might still listen to that one, but you can be a bit of a bugger. That's the family, isn't it? Yeah, so it's okay. But don't try and be someone else. Be yourself, mate. And I'll tell you, ever since I started being myself and not trying to be this person or that person when I first started, I really started enjoying it more. And people seem to like it more. Yeah, Marcus is asking, how's the book going along? We are wrapping it up, mate. We are moving into where... we've got one full section to complete, I think. I need to check with Dave, to be truthful, but the jobs are ticking off and lockdown is helping greatly. Now we're organised in lockdown. It was a bit of a panic because I had to move all my studio stuff and that sort of stuff back to here. Yeah, so that was a bit of a delay and I didn't want that, but you got to deal with the pandemic, haven't you? Right. Stream Hero. Right, people are donating and I'm not even seeing what they're donating, so I'll leave it to my commenters to applaud other people. I've got an itchy leg. Correct, my daily dose of up. Yeah, that's the idea. That's me. Look, I've been through that many wobbles that I can help you through this one, guys. Yeah, genuinely. I mean, do I look like I'm panicking? And I'm at risk, like real at risk. What will be, will be. In the meantime, we just need to do our best, be sensible, keep calm, crack on, and remember it's not all about this. It's not about, we shouldn't put life on hold. Yes, it will be a little while till things get normal again. And yes, this is going to be painful for us as a human, as a species. Yeah, it's going to leave us a scar. It's going to take a lot of loved ones from everyone. Yeah, there's no doubt on that. We've seen the stats. And anyone with a sensible mind knows that. We just don't like talking about it. Yeah, but that's why we're all getting on. Yeah, because this isn't something that's going to take out one community in one country or a specific, demographic in another. It's going to hit us all. Yeah, but it's not going to take us out. It's just going to hurt. It's just going to leave a scar. We need to be normal. Yeah, we need to make this process of going through, the wobble, as normal as possible for the ones around us we love. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm streaming on YouTube. I'm doing exactly what I normally do. Getting stuck in, locking about a bit. You know what I mean? I will say I'm taking things seriously. I am taking things seriously. Yeah, I'm not trying to show that I'm taking things too seriously, if you know what I mean. If you stopped wobbling, the world would stop spinning. Among the pantheon of terrain YouTubers, Mel seems to be the wise master to me. I think there's a reason for that. Okay, I think the reason is of all the different YouTubers, I'm the only one who talks about life because I've been honest about my mental health. I know for a fact that others have spoken about it, and I know for a fact that mental health runs through quite a lot of us terrain makers, and I know from my personal conversations and private ones with various YouTubers that mental health, we've all got issues, but I champion it. I champion talking about my mental health and life and that sort of stuff. And I think because my channel, you've been along with me through the ups and the downs, and where I've had to step back for a month because the black dog is on my shoulders. Yeah, I think that stuff means I have taken on this little wise master. And let's be honest, Mel's got his grey. I've been through a lot of stuff, guys, in my life, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, and some of you who followed me for a long time know what I'm talking about. So, Tamsin, you bitch. Tamsin Piper, you bitch. Tamsin Piper, is Mel a weeble? He wobbles, but he doesn't fall down. I love it, but I'm never going to get away from weebles now. I'm never going to get away from bloody weebles. Oh shit, people are going to be bringing them to me at conferences. We saw my weeble. But yeah, that's an accurate description, Tom. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Oh. Do you know, it's half laughing and half a little bit of emotion, to be honest, folks, to be perfectly honest, because I think that sums up my life exactly. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Mel Weeble boast. I'm MWB. Weeble shirt. We need a Weeble shirt, Jace. Get on it tomorrow, man. If you've got spare time, yes. Forget any patron stuff, right? Get on it. We need, and I've got to be wobbling, but not falling down. Meeble Weeble. Meeble Weeble. Meeble Weeble. I like that. We can use that. 4 9 times. Get up 10. 4 9 times. We like that. Jace, get these slogans down. Come on, this is us. This is us wobblers. Sorry, I was just stretching there. I wasn't like doing something like grand or anything like that. Opens up the chest. Do you know what I mean? Pear-shaped Mel. Yeah, pear-shaped Mel. We need to get Tanya on this. I won't say hi, Weeble. It's pear-shaped Mel. Oh, we've got, on the chat on screen as well. I've just noticed YouTube comments are coming through again. Look like a stretch for the walker. The wobbling wafflers. Yeah, I like the wobbling wafflers. I still have some Weebles. I don't. Oh, guys, that was brilliant. Tam, you are amazing, darling. Thank you. She hasn't commented back, probably because I've called her a bitch. But thank you, Tam. Genuinely, darling. That's brilliant. I couldn't read it out aloud because I knew I was going to break down laughing. Chilling Wargamers. Hey, guys. How's thee? I am very well, mate. In fact, you might want to go back about 3 minutes. I think I've got a new nickname. Weebles are like Wombles, right? Do you know what? It's been that long. I don't even know anymore. I can't remember Weebles. I just remember the idea of them. Were they people? I remember they were like bowling pins, weren't they? But with a curved bottom. They were like had a weighted bottom. Yeah. The center of gravity was really low so that you couldn't knock them over. If it helps, you have been looking at the screen and answering YouTubers before you realise live feed. Actually, I was looking down on my phone, but perhaps I was, and I just automatically assumed they were Facebook ones. Mr. Weeble, I did comment back. Did you? Luckily, it was blocked. Right, come on, let's see what Tam commented back with. I just want to check. You knew I'd get you back for the other night, right? How long have you been planning this, Tam? You spent all day in isolation. How shall I get Mel back tonight? Researchers. Keyword, because Tam's a scientist. She will have put considerable thought into this. Either that, or she'll come back with some witty comment like, "No, I just came up with it, and you're not worth the investment." Could be in for a noisy night. How come, Matt? Wee legs are nothing like Wombles. I think my uncle buried them in the ground because he hated them. Someone sent me a message on Facebook and I went, I'm not looking at that right now. Yeah. Quite interestingly enough, they said, "Oh, sorry about sending that funny link." It's like, yeah, because you wanted me to open a video and I know what sound will be on that video because I've been on Facebook long enough to know what sound will be added to that funny video. Tam say, nah, just saw the opportunity and took it. There you go. I always wanted a Womble army for 40k. I wanted an army of blobs. I might do one. Right, I do have a PayPal. That's not Odin. But it is one of my friends. I'm always watching, but not always in the chat. From our Joanne M. Thank you, buddy. He sent a nugget in. Cheers, dude. Navy links an army landing in the base next to our old hospital. Right, yeah. You're going to have a loud night. That's going to involve setting up lots of tents. I used to do that. Weevil 40k. I want an army of dystopian space marines. Well, I think that's pretty much given. You get those out of the box. I've always wanted to make weighted bases for my orcs to make them Weebles. It would make deployment a breeze. Doing, 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 doing. And they're up. That's genius. And I can nick that for my blob idea. More. Greetings from the Pacific Northwest. Greetings, mate. Weeble Hammer. Oh, God. Yeah, they target. The book will be available in retail afterwards, mate. Obviously, we need to recheck and all that sort of stuff. You know, COVID and all that. Yeah, but yeah, it will be. That's the plan. Wombles are more terrain orientated as they're underground, overground, wombling free. The Wombles of Wimbledon, common are we, making good use of the things that we find, things that the everyday folk left behind. You can see that one stuck in from my childhood. Because I had those big diggers. Scratch builders. Yeah. And they lived in caves. No wonder I like it. I think someone else has just sent me something. Just let me check, make sure I'm not missing someone. Because I didn't see that name earlier. Ah, yeah, after Johnny. Let me give him a shout. Yeah, Zachary DE. Thank you, buddy. He sent us a £5 to the pool. There you are. Oh, the funky. Oh, don't you start. Tam's now trying to do that thing where she puts old songs in my head. Thanks, Tam. Remember, you're a Weeble. I don't remember the Weeble, if there was a, what you call it. Was it a TV show, The Weebles? I can't search for it at the minute unless I go on my phone. Weeble versus Womble kill team match. You got to have the clangers in there as well, haven't you? And the Moomins. Bagpuss would be like. Yes, Zachary is a stream hero. Thank you, buddy. Weebles were a toy. Yeah, I remember them being a toy, but I wasn't sure if there was a TV program or anything like that. But yeah, we are having a Weeble Mel t-shirt. Yeah, Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. We'll have Weebles wobble. Or no, we'll have Meebles wobble, but they don't fall down. The Flumps. Do you remember the Flumps? The Moomins was creepy as hell. That was really creepy. Weeble Mel toy. Let's leave different merch. We'll work with what we can work with Teespring. But I want a Weeble t-shirt. And Tam, yeah, can you message me on Facebook with your address, darling, and your top size, please? Yeah, and I'll order one and have one delivered to you. I'm not sure what Tam's talking about. Isolation is getting to her. No, I won't post you that. I know I live in Stoke-on-Trent, but no. Jace is saying, Moomins scared me as a kid. Yeah, they were creepy as hell. Only 13 episodes of Flumps were made. Moomins are not creepy. Oddin saying that. I remember the Moomins. Never seen the show, but I loved the books as a kid. Button Moon. We're off to Button Moon. Follow Mr. Spoon. Button Moon. Incredible Live Sea Monkeys. No, don't remember that one. Clanger Mechanicus. Oh, GW would do their nut. Bill and Ben. Will do. Weed was a Bill and Ben reference. Is that right? I don't remember Bill and Ben. Yeah, that's a little bit before. I remember Magic Roundabout. Yeah, but I don't remember Bill and Ben. I remember muffing them vaguely. I think, I'm not even sure if I do. Bangers and Mash. Yeah, I have a vague memory of that one. Wombats. Remember wombats? Bag plus, of course. Oh, Pob. Speak French? I don't. Only when I'm trying to pull. That doesn't apply anymore, does it? And I wasn't speaking French then either. Will-o'-the-wisp. That was a bit creepy with that Edna. We played out the Trumpton riots at a recent Lardy event. Terrain was awesome. Could have been straight out of the TV show. Oh, I would have liked to have gone hang down and gone. Well, I would have liked to remember that. Chorlton and the Wheelies. Yep, good old memory lane and kids TV. Operation Get Mel on Tinder. Stop it, Ant. Every day I turn up late. This just won't do. No, it won't do, Joe. It won't. It's an hour earlier than this time. Well, I speak French and watch from France, 11 p.m. here. Right, okay. Feel free to speak French. I'm just saying I can... Mel, ever thought about copying Neil Buchanan's Art Attack? You could do a series of big art attacks for Terrain. Believe it or not, at one point in the summer, I actually considered reaching out to his manager. You know how, what you call it? Right, Neil Buchanan from Art Attack, yeah, he's in a rock band now, yeah, and you know Jez, our moderator, well, his missus, she books bands for the pub. I was chatting on Facebook with her about it, yeah, and she's booked Neil Buchanan, so she's got his manager's number. And, you know, there was this little thing of how much for him to come to the studio for a day and for me to film a big Art Attack with Neil Buchanan. Yeah, so it's always floated around in the back. Yeah, but obviously, who knows? Michael saying, Mel, I live in Crewe. That's only just up the road. You've helped my terrain building tenfold. Thanks for everything. No worries, mate. It's what I'm here for. Along with keeping you calm in crises, because meebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Mel. Right, Mr. Mel, time to get building some of Isolate, you know, the show's title. I was casually going, you had to bring it up, didn't you? I'm not sure how this is going to go, to be truthful, folks, because I'm having to keep my microphone a lot closer as I work, and so we could have a lot of, and I can't do my audio filters to clear out noise and stuff like that on this. Dan Random's talking. Oh, everyone's talking. Been watching for years. Love your work, Mel. I'm glad, mate. Right, where was I on Isolation's Reach? We were building this, weren't we? We can do this. Right. Yeah. The Maximus, the Phallicus Maximus. Phallicus Reactus Maximus. Right, so what we did is we connected these pipes, and the idea behind these is we wanted a piece where, you know, it wasn't straight pipes. Yeah, so that one is going to go there, like that. Okay. This one, this pipe, this one, it's got a bit of a, there you are, bend on it. That one is going to go there. Perfectamundo. And I've got to move my mug. Yeah. Our reactor, or our venting system, has got to go there. Now, that is slightly off, but I can work with it and we can cover it over with something and hide that. I don't mind having to hide that. It's a tricky join, you know what I mean? Yeah, but we can work with that and I can do stuff with that. That's not a problem. Yeah, basically I've got a little gap down here where this this long pipe. Come hither, folks of Terrainia. Yeah, basically, oh no, I haven't got the cable to show you. Yeah, this long pipe here, yeah, the join isn't brilliant over here. Can you see that? No, you're not going to see that. This is why we need this extra webcam. Yeah, so we can get different angles. So when I'm doing stuff like this, I can show you these things without these awkwardnesses. It'd be really good, yeah, if we could pick up another, because I think we went for, which webcam did we go for? We didn't go for the expensive one, the 4K one. Right, that's what we're fundraising for now. We're fundraising, yeah, for the really posh 4K webcam. Yeah, how much is it? It's on my Amazon wish list. Yeah, let me have a look. Amazon should load your lists. Come on, see if it's working yet. Come on, Virgin. Right. Disabled with spine troubles. You have taught me so much, Mel. Thanks, bud. I incorporate your terrain methods into my die-cast Hot Wheel dioramas. Awesome, dude. That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. I'm glad my stuff's helping you, mate. Yeah, right. It's current BioStream. Currently unavailable. We know why, but we're looking for the future. And stock will come back in. Yeah. How much was it? It doesn't have a price on it. I can't see any other 4K webcams. I think it was about, I think it was about £300. So I'm just going to say that's our total. I think today we've done about a tenner towards it. Maybe more. I'm not sure. I haven't been counting today. Yeah. But that's what we're going to go for. Yeah, we're going to go for a 4K webcam. So I can have a nice big desk shot that I can, and actually, yeah, what I can do is if we have a 4K webcam, I can use the same webcam, yeah, for a broad desk shot and a close-in zoom shot, because I can use it on different scenes, and I can use, because it's 4K, yeah, it's so many high-def images, so I can go high-def in different areas, which actually means I can actually not need two cameras here, and I can put one over there, so I can give a different angle this way. No price, can't afford it. Prices are all over the place on Amazon at the moment. I know, I got a £600 webcam for 75 quid. It was a 922 of the brand you already have. Yeah, that one is the one we've got. The one I'm looking at now is the Brio Stream. Yeah, I don't know what model number it is, but it's not the one we've had. Yeah. Let me just check the product description. It is Logitech at the end of the day. Right, it says Ultra HD 4K captures. Yeah. 1080p 60 FPS. So are you able to actually... I need to research this a bit more, to be truthful, as a product before I even think about dropping cash on that much. I want to know what I get out of it for my stream. If the output is only 1080p, then I might as well just go with a HD webcam. I mean, it could be that, it can't stream or work as a webcam as I don't know. £200 on Logitech website as a price guide. Right, so as a price guide, 200. It's 4K-ish, not 4K. Yeah, that's the feeling I'm getting with it. Do you know what I mean? You know, we have the 4K camera technology, but it only actually outputs HD. It's a really good HD picture. Yeah, but is it really worth that doesn't see what I need is I need a 4K output from it. Yeah, because that will allow me to have a pixel picture big enough to zoom in on. Yeah, and if it's only got a HD one, then that idea of it replacing two cameras doesn't work. There goes UPS man down the road. Zoom. Is there software to run different Logitech webcams on the same computer? I'm actually running 3 Logitech webcams. The problem is if they have the same model number. Yeah, it starts. There starts to have confusions over the controllers. As long as they're different model numbers, they work perfectly fine. Yeah, but you know, if they've got if they've got different controllers, then if they're the same model number and run on the same controller software, yeah, it's the reason why we can only stream with 2 cameras at the minute, because I've got a 930 and 2 920s, and I get conflicts between the 920s. Right. Anyway, we were here, weren't we? So yes, we need to do something with this. Yeah, I like the idea of perhaps putting pipes in here, rather squarish. Yeah, it's got a good footprint size if I go down. Yeah. So we're at the stage now where we've got to start deciding platforms. So, a bit of Ronnie stuff. Yeah. And I can start to judge heights. Now, we either go with Ronnie stuff, the Mantic stuff, or we go with the GW stuff. Yeah. Or both. Yes, you can go with both. It does work. Actually, depends what support you use. So this would work. Can we get a gantry through there, perhaps? This is roughly the right size, so yeah, we can. Yeah, so there's an opportunity to do something there through there if we have a tower and a triangular piece there. See, this is working out how we integrate the platforms. Yeah, now what we could do is some sort of tower block here. Yeah, so that would work, and that would get us up to here, perhaps, and then we can bring another platform round this side and then up to here. Ooh, tri-platform. Ooh, I like that. Could we use the doors for that? Right. What I'm doing right now is I'm looking for door pieces. That's a nice piece, I'll save that. The reason being is that I can use them as legs. And if not, I can convert these windows. Yeah, so what I can do is I can clip that. Yeah, and I can cut that with a blade, cut that with a blade. I don't really fancy it, but I can do it. Yeah, and then that will give us essentially leg support. So we can build towers over the reactor. Yeah, over these reactor parts. Is there going to be enough room to build a tower there? No. We should have extended that further. We can extend that further. It hasn't been glued yet. Yes, it's been glued. Bugger. We can break it and glue another one in. And do that on all of these pieces. And to build, right, before we start breaking things, can we build the tower? Randy's saying 4K is fine as long as your system can handle it. Well, this system is currently handling, well, not right now, but when I normally stream, it currently handles 3 webcams. Yeah, and it only goes up to about 12% of CPU. Use sprues as scaffolding. Yeah, we could do that. But I need thick sprues. So let's have a look what component parts we have. What can I use? You see, this is the noise I wanted to cut out. Maelstrom's edge stuff. Can that work? No. I have a feeling I've used all my doors already. Bugger. Right, we can do something with window components, I think. In fact, these don't have to be tall, so we can use these barricade... No, we can't use the barricade bits, because they've got to stand over the bloody pieces. Idiot. If we cut that down there, would that stand? Would that clear it? Would it give it... That could clear it. That could work. That will work. That's going to be a pain in the backside, cutting all those. So those windows. Right, what have I got? Come on. They're the top barriers. We'll need those. It's going to have to just be a bog standard build session. Right, I need to go through all of these. Mel. See Jack Pengham's. Right, where's Jack? Jack. Where'd you buy Plasticard from? I get it from Amazon. Triangle bit in the box. Yeah, I know. Fancy, eh? I do like the terrain crate stuff, in all honesty. Yeah, because it's got the triangular bits, which I can use on projects like this. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, we need some sort of support block. Yeah, and then we'll obviously have to extend these out. We're going to have to. So we can definitely put a support block over there, and we can put a support block over this one. Yeah, which will allow us to put a tower either side of here, and then we can gantry it up from there. They're useful. I need to sort these out, actually. That's what I need to do right now. Rather than just digging through this, sort them out into some logical piles, so I've got the actual tiles to build from. So, come on, Bose, let's move lead building. Use it on a tripod scaffolding, then run 3 walkways from it. I've got to be careful. See, it didn't break. Super good. Yeah, I've got to be careful. Yeah, because I've got to keep it in style with the other pieces that are down there. So, right. Sort them out into barriers. Barriers and squares. Yeah, I've got to do it, otherwise I won't know what pieces I've got. Why are people laughing? You got to be careful. Crash. Oh, right. Right, yes. So put all the squares there, put all the barriers there, and then I can see where I've got left. Because most of them are either barriers or squares, but there's lots of interesting stuff in here. And once I've got the barriers out, we can work out what we can put the towers together with. Now, as I'm getting into the builds, we might have even longer shows and we might have earlier shows. But next week, in fact, this week... Oh, Dan, shut up. Put the grey bit on the grey part and then glue that grey bit on top. Brilliant idea, Bren. I just don't know why I didn't think of that first, mate. Right. I think I just like doing this because it's what you call it. I'm a weevil. Sorry, Mel. That's all right, dude. We're all weevils here. Doors. Right. Thrilling watching. I got into a shit fight and died. What game are you playing, mate? Well, we've still got quite a few tiles left, haven't we? I'm feeling more confident about this, to be truthful. Yeah, so we're going to have to see what sort of tower we build. I haven't seen a door as yet, to be honest. So we're going to have to figure that out on the fly. I have a feeling I may have used all my door squares. I like those gantries. They're going to be handy for going around. Do you know what I mean? And they're going to make great sniper spots. Really, I should put gantries somewhere else. Just see how many I've got left. Yeah, bro. It's jumping back in the box. Cheeky. Like, I could use these barriers in a way, actually. How? Think. Use your brain, both. See what you can come up with. Yeah. The gantries are getting lower. Platforms. Have you got any spares at all? I don't think so. There is a strategy to what you call it, Mel's madness. At times, I wonder who, how, why. Hello, thanks for making great videos. No worries, mate. The joy of a man and his box of plastic. I know. There's nothing like putting your hand in your box and having a play, is there? No, you're not getting back in the box. Don't run away. Right, so barriers we have plenty of, I like ridiculous amounts of. So what we need to do is figure out what we can do with these, yeah, to turn these spare ones into sci-fi elements. So what I'm thinking is perhaps using as prop supports in some way, but we'll have to look at that. See, still coming, still more. And more. And more. There is too many of these barriers compared to the squares. And another one. We're going to have to come up with some use for those. We're going to have to. And another one. Any more of them, guys? Any? Or is that the lot? Is that the lot? Yep, another one. And another one. Right. Unless it's hiding under something small, which I don't think it is. That's the lot of them. Right. First off, we know we don't need these barriers. So give me a second. How should we do this? We'll use this one. Spare box. Mel, that triangle one at the back of the pile is driving me crazy. You mean this one that's crossing the piles, that isn't really a square and isn't really a rectangle, Cat? Is that doing your like need to organise things? There you are. You can't see it's a triangle now, but you know it's a triangle. Oh, she'll be saying swear words at me. Right. So these, I think I'm going to do something and make them stands. Yeah, and then perhaps use something else, maybe the GW gantries with them, because it's a good way of tying the themes across the different sets. But right now, we don't need these. Yeah, so put those there. Right. If he pushes them all back in that box, you will hear me scream all the way from across the... Shall I? Let me know in the comments, folks. How about glue together for the corners, then copious amounts of wiring and cables running through the holes? Yeah, I think that's good. I need to order some guitar wire anyway. Right. Let's be realistic. What have we got here that we can build towers out of and maintain a style? They've got quite a few. Right, with those window pieces. So those are the same. What I'm trying to do is establish what common pieces I've got. So when I build my tower, they all, the panels all look the same and it's not thrown about. Do it if you have the balls. There is still that triangle bit. For he hasn't remixed them. He's keeping them separate. I can breathe. Tell you what, I can clearly see my moderator is in pain. Yeah, because it's bothering her. So that'll really bother her. That'll really wind her up. Especially if I do that. Actually, no, I shouldn't. If this is actually bothering Cat. They are. They're in the box. I don't need them, Cat. I don't know what other live shows where the moderators torture the watcher. I mean, with the way that Tam tortures me, I think we need to make her a moderator at some point. Right, really need solid elements, and I need a door. Have I got a door? I don't see a door. Right. The idea was that it was going to stand up over those pieces, wasn't it? So, supports. How are we going to make it stand up over those pieces? Yeah, realistically, we've got 2, possibly 3 generators. So we're going to need 2 sets of supports. So we do have that. And we've got those. That could work for 1 set of supports, but I'll need another 4 of these to be able to match it across the way. So that's the 2 towers done. That's enough for 2 towers. So, okay, we've got enough for 2 towers if we use these as stands. Right, how about if we use the other windows? Can we do 3 towers that way? This is what I'm doing. I'm working out if I've got the actual materials to build what I want to build, if you know what I mean. Yeah, what I don't want to do is have like a patchwork of different panels. I want the panels uniform. Now, we're not going to need many on this, but I am going to need to make sure they're uniform. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's definitely a 6 there. In fact, there's a 6 there. So we can do all the 4, base bits off that. And if we extend that out a bit, that will work. Yeah, that will work. They will fit over that. But you really need to make double sure, don't you, both? All right, we'll do a rough cut. Clippity clips. Where's my snips? Oh, where's my snips gone? I do not know. Typical. What was I using them for last? Right, never mind the rough cut. Let's just eyeball it. Yes. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we know, that we've got enough of these. So, 2 each of these will give us the legs to go either side. Yeah, people are going to need to access the reactor. Yeah, so we only need a 3rd panel. Yeah, on the bottom. So I'm going to need 3, Right, have we got the space for a 3rd panel? Yeah, if that one goes there, yeah, we can fit a 3rd panel in there. If that one is going there, yeah, we can probably fit a 3rd panel in there. The question's going to be this one, whether that affects that 3rd panel. No, there'll be room behind, and I think that gap there will be too tight. Yeah, for a buttress. So we could buttress those 2 up and not the 3rd. These are the buttresses. Yeah, the issue is when I attach these to the panels, they increase the base width. Yeah, so I need to make sure there's space for the legs to actually come in and actually sit behind the piece, if you know what I mean. Which is why I've got to extend these out all by 1. Right, so we can do those. We've got the pieces for them. Yeah, what we really need to do is pop these off and extend these by 1. Do I need to do that now? Mel, are you sure about that? Are you really sure about that? Tamsin, I've seen that mask that you've put on that. Yeah, no, that's not funny. Dan's saying, hell, you made me a mod by mistake and it stuck. Yeah, I did. We might as well make Tam a mod as well. Jack saying, love your videos. They're great. Thank you. Pick on Cat Day. I've had plenty of cat. Oh, really? Really? Are you lot picking on Cat? She's had loads of kids. We've got no chance. She's sitting there, yeah, with a cat at a crafting table going, oh, sweet fools, I will destroy them. Right, do you know what? We've got quite a lot to get stuck in here, and I'm not going to get stuck in now because we're coming up to the end of the show. And to be truthful, I'm getting really hungry. Yeah. And so I think I'm going to do a skedaddle. Yeah, so I can't do this and leave you on an answering screen. I'm going to think I will be back tomorrow night. Hopefully Virgin will have sorted their ISP issues. If they don't, I'll run it this way. Yeah, and we'll just do it this way. Yeah, I have a feeling the YouTube comments have timed out as well because they've stopped. Yeah, so I don't even know if you're going to be doing hell yes. Let me check on this if it's working. Right. Yeah. Right. My YouTube comments have stopped on my stream, so it looks like it's a big one. So what I'm going to say to you all is dead simple. You know how we round off the show, guys. If you've enjoyed it, if you've had a laugh, If it's been a good thing for you, give me a hell yeah in the comments. And I've got to stick with you. Yeah, while you go through these, because I can't stop the stream until you've given me all your hell yes. I see Orksy's thrown one in. YouTube, not sure. I'm genuinely not sure. Or it's going to massively bang with loads of comments. Also, I don't know how much the lag is with YouTube. Right, I see Tom saying hell yeah. I don't see any YouTubers saying hell yeah. But I imagine you're all typing, so this little phone screen of mine is just going to go crazy. Either that or the live chat isn't working. No, I see tons of hell yes now. I see them. Yeah, they're coming through. Keep calm and crack on, mates. Right. I am going to love you, wonderful folks. I will be back. Yeah, 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Yeah, I'll have sorted this lot out. We'll be prepared. Fingers crossed ISP will be working a bit better and we won't be shotgunning it like we are tonight. But we did it. We did a stream. We did the full stream. We had all sorts of technical issues thrown our way and we just handled them because we kept calm and we cracked on. Remember, folks, just be sensible. We'll get through this. I'm here to help you through it. Remember, folks, meebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Laters. I don't know where the button is on this thing. Right, found the button. Ta-da.